Send. Oh, hello there. My name is John McAfee. I'm the founder of the McAfee antivirus software company. Although I've had nothing to do with this company for over 15 years, I still get volumes of mail asking, how do I uninstall this software? I have no idea. I really need to quit. As I said, I've had nothing to do with McAfee software for over 15 years. I've had more pressing things to do. But recent events have made me change my mind. I've had, over the years, many responses from users who are complaining about the difficulty in removing the software. I'd like to read you a few things. Holy fucking shit. I was drawing for like 5 hours straight on this marvelous drawing, and I had to do a big-ass scan that slows the shit out of my computer. It was McAfee, of course. My computer's always really fast, but that son of a bitch has to come fuck it up. Here's another. My free trial for McAfee, or however it's spelled, expired. When it expired, it blocked Pornhub. Fuck McAfee. Fuck them in their stupid faces. I hope they all get dick and cunt rot and die a slow, agonizing death for limiting my porn use to X-Hamster. No one should have to use X-Hamster. I tried one final time and got the Urban Dictionary definition for McAfee. McAfee, a barely passable virus scanning program that updates at the worst possible times. Tends to render your computer completely useless whenever it starts an update, which it doesn't ask to start, and you cannot cancel or pause. McAfee updates at horrible times, almost like the creators want you to die. So I finally remembered how to uninstall McAfee antivirus software, and I've asked my friend Bartholomew to walk you through the steps. This is my lab tech, Bartholomew. He's going to take you through step by step the process of uninstalling the McAfee antivirus software. Well, say hello, Bartholomew. Yes, so if you need me, I'll be over here, and good luck.
The procedure for removing McAfee antivirus software from your computer is as follows. First, make sure you have a full backup.
Yes, Bartholomew. Back it up. Back it up. That's right.
Yeah,
Very
John.
important. Back it up.
Oh, Johnny, you like that.
Sir, should I be reading the instructions for the Mac or PC? They're really quite different. Depending on which edition and version of McAfee's anti-malware software is installed on your computer, you may have to click on Remove, Uninstall, or a similarly named option to begin the uninstall process. When finished, reboot the system. John, are you getting this?
Yes.
You may have to download the McAfee Consumer Product Removal Tool. John?
Huh? Yes.
Does that sound about right?
Well, not completely, you know. I mean, it's always there. It's watching. It's been watching me for years. Every time I turn on the fucking computer, it's there looking at me. You know, something went wrong. 15 years ago, I had some beautiful software and they took it over. I don't know what they did. It was like the time I hired that Bangkok prostitute to do my taxes while I fucked my accountant. It was terrible. The same fucking thing is going on now. But I know what to do. I know exactly what to do. Believe me, I've got a fucking solution right here.
Boom. Welcome to the Project Freedom Podcast, episode number 56. Tonight, guys, we're talking about John McAfee. I hope you guys can hear me okay. We did some stuff with the audio, and I'm not sure if you guys can hear me all right. But if you can, give me one in the chat. It's good? Possibly. Maybe next time I should not put a 30-second delay in the stream, and I would know. Guys, 56 episodes. Therefore, by my precise calculations, that means I need to get 44 more episodes until one Big Mac is equal to $1 million. And hopefully we can get 1,000 subscribers for the 100th episode. So if you are watching and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, because it sure would be a shame if we had one Big Mac equal $1 million before ELP had 1,000 subscribers. Wouldn't it, guys?
1 year. One Big Mac. $1 million. This summer, Joe Biden, Janet Yellen, Jerome Powell are super inflators.
Super inflators. All right, guys. So who is John McAfee? That's what this is going to be about tonight. So I think like maybe in my first like 10 or 20 episodes, I did an episode about John McAfee because obviously he had passed away this previous summer. And I think McAfee's a pretty cool guy. He was like, he's a guy that I kind of looked up to. Some people would probably say he's not a guy that someone should look up to, but I thought he was just like, you know, one of your like typical men's men, except he was kind of like an intellectual, obviously, because he was a brilliant programmer. And so he was a man's man and he was a brilliant programmer, but he was like not like most programmers, right? Which I think resonates with me, because obviously I don't really look like your typical programmer, and most people, in fact, guys, honestly, when people are like, when people ask me what I do, they'll be like, "Hey, are you like a trainer?" I'm like, "Yeah, totally. Not really. No, I'm not a trainer," and I get that a lot. And I think it's because obviously, like, I don't look like a programmer, right? So I look like a meathead, and I don't think McAfee looked like a programmer either, but he was a very, very good one. Look, I'll just tell you guys what I think, who John McAfee was to me, and I really don't know a lot about him, right? Obviously, he's dead, so I can't go and ask him. But we do know some things about him. Particularly, we know that he apparently, how should I word this? What is the... Hold on, I should be very careful with how I say this, because, you know, you never know. I got the soundboard working again, guys, so bear with me. And we actually are using OBS again, which I gotta admit, OBS, it's a pain to set up. Which, by the way, if I want to do this, let me check in with the chat too. Let me check in with the chat. So if I want to do this, if I want to highlight one of you guys, like this guy right here. Oh, is it not working? What if I clear it? Let's see. Woof woof. All right, Jeffrey the Pit. Okay, I see. Okay. All right, I'm looking at my myself ahead in the future over here. All right, cool. Okay, so Bring It On says yes. Yes. Up and Adam, let's rage. Let's do it. I was thinking about drinking for the stream, but I was like too lazy to go run and get something to drink. So sorry about you. Sam Perchenzi says yes. Yes. Jeffrey the Pit, woof woof. So what I was saying, guys, if I want to get these things on the screen in OBS, it's a huge pain in the ass because it's not integrated with OBS. I have to literally, what I have to do is, and I have to do this every single, I have to redo this every single stream before the stream commences, and I have to have the stream set in order to do this. What I have to do is to go load up OBS, okay, and then I have to schedule the stream. Then I have to go into the back end of the stream, and I have to, on YouTube, in YouTube Studio, I have to go in the back end of the stream, and then I had to download a Chrome plugin that some developer made for this exact situation right here, which allows me to pop out the chat from the back end of the YouTube stream and then put it in its own window. And then that same plugin allows me to, it basically takes the same, it does the same thing that StreamYards does with the chat highlighting function. And then, so it's like the plugin is like mimicking StreamYard's functionality in a browser tab. All right. And it gets worse. that just wait, guys, it gets worse. So then I have this extra Chrome tab, and I have to go into OBS. I have to create a new window capture just for that Chrome tab. Then I have to shrink it down, and then I have to put a filter on the background of it so that you can only see, where is my finger? So you can only see the name and the comment of the person. Otherwise, you would just see the rest of the browser or just like black space. So that's why, one of the reasons why it is also a pain in the ass. I also did get a new dock for you guys. Hopefully this one doesn't burn because the last one literally burnt up. But I can't do a stream without interacting with you guys because then it's just like, it's boring. First of all, it's boring for me, but I know it's definitely boring for you guys. So I'm glad that it works. T-Man Scott 11 says, RP John, you knew too much. Yeah. So again, I'll just queue up, might as well. Who really knows how John McAfee died, but there was a tweet that he tweeted out not long prior to his death, and I won't, got to be super careful here, guys, now on YouTube's about what we say, but basically it alluded to that if he were to ever EPSTINE himself, that it wasn't him. So who knows, man? And also, guys, if you guys don't know, John McAfee was a very, very, very huge cryptocurrency enthusiast, and that is pretty cool. Christian Soto with the cowboy emojis in the chat. What's up, man? Good to see you. Wade Emery. Orange pill emoji. Up and Adam Smoke if you got him. New Horizon says, I have a feeling a certain someone here is on a certain Telegram chat. LOL. I don't know. What, did you see me in a specific chat that had to do with a dead guy who wrote software? I don't know. Good look at that brick laptop. Yeah, it was an old-ass laptop, Mom. Dell Latitude 620. Was it? This is great. My God. Epic. D620. Man, I remember those. Yeah, that was a fat laptop. New Horizons, Kyle W. Ashley Schaefer. BMW in the house. RIP to a legend. Bath salts. Up and Adam. Know your worth. What's up? What's up? Loud and clear. Good. John McAfee was the most interesting man. He was Dos Equis. Yeah, he was kind of that guy. He was that guy, wasn't he, guys? He is that guy. He's not that guy. To all the pink beef patties, special sauce. Art says, I want to go back and watch John's interview with Richard Hart. It was great. I didn't even know they had an interview, dude. Are you serious? Crazy. Art, if you could, you follow me on Instagram? If you do, DM me the link to that interview. I want to see that. I merged to Maine at work today. Scary stuff. Ruh-roh. Be careful, bro. What's up, players? What's up, Osa Chain? In the house. Good to see you. Never underestimate the time it takes to set up a stream. No, yeah, I don't. That's why I'm always late, guys, because I do underestimate. Dead. Switch. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? So, all right, back to. Let me calm my ADD self down here for a second, and let me actually get back to the thing that I tried to tell you guys 4 times, and then immediately did something else. So, who is John McAfee to me? When I was growing up, pretty much every single computer had McAfee antivirus installed on it, right? In fact, you couldn't get rid of it, and it was, I guess, like the enterprise standard for antivirus software back for good old Windows, back in the days of, I think McAfee antivirus has been around since like before Vista, right? Even before Windows XP. I'm not sure. I think so. Right? I don't really remember back that far, but I didn't know who the guy was at those times, right? Because I was just a kid. But then when you figure out that, hey, that's some software that some guy created, if you just put, first of all, you're thinking about antivirus software, and you hear the words John McAfee, like the image that you would have in your head is most likely not like that of a gun-toting, private key, pirate ship sailing son of a gun. If you think of that guy, it's not a shadowy supercoder either. You're probably thinking of like just some like dude with glasses, right? And he wasn't. He was a very, very different guy than all the above. And then I started kind of like seeing him more often when he was running for president and advocating for cryptocurrency. And then obviously after that, the whole IRS thing with him and the IRS, that was just a bunch of fuckery. But guys, at the end of the day, throw all that cool stuff about McAfee, throw the fact that he was a huge cryptocurrency advocate and enthusiast, throw the fact that he was a brilliant software programmer, a self-made man, throw all that away. What I like about McAfee the most is that he was just permissionless. He was just the type of person who was like, I'm literally not going to ask for permission from anybody for anything, and I'm just going to live my life the way that I want. Now, I know people get upset sometimes when people say that, but so obviously I don't mean the permission for me to just go and like strangle my neighbor at my will, right? But the permission, the not having permission, not needing permission to have to go and travel, to not have to go and beg a bank for money, for a loan for something, okay? Many, many, many things. That was what I respected about him the most, and that's how I feel about John McAfee. That's what I know about John McAfee. So enough about me though, because then again, what guys? I literally am infinite right now. I literally am just an infinite guava farmer right now, and I'd rather us take a peek at what the internet has to say about Mr. McAfee, since we know that obviously everything on the internet is true. But let's do this, guys. Let's do this. Let me actually move this so you guys can see my pretty face. Oh, wait. Well, forget about it. All right. So here's Mr. McAfee's, and this, by the way, this is on famouspeople.com. So I mean, take this with a grain of salt. But they do have some things that are factual in here. All right. So born in 1945. That motherfucker was old. He was definitely older than he looked. That's for sure. And he was a Virgo. And look at his sun sign. He was a Virgo. I don't even know what the fuck that means. So he was born in England, but so the thing is, guys, even though he was born in England, he was the son of an American soldier over in England. So like his dad basically impregnated a English citizen. And so even though he was born in England, it was, I guess, like during the war times, that happens, that you can still get your citizenship as an American. So he did have American citizenship. So let us continue. Whoops, wrong one. Let us continue. What is famous? He's a famous computer programmer. I think it's like a misused title, but obviously he was the CEO of McAfee Software. 6 foot tall, 6 males. What? His spouse, exes, Judy McAfee, Janice Dyson. So this is a lady that he met in Miami. And he died on June 23rd this year. Do you guys know? So you guys know. Do you guys know about that? Do you guys know about that? Are all my viewers up to date on that? Okay, great, good, solid. We can indeed continue. So who was indeed John McAfee? Let's just see what biography famouspeople.com has to say. So McAfee was an British American information security pioneer who founded the global computer security software company McAfee, a highly influential figure in the field of computer security. He was a world-renowned expert on internet surveillance. And by the way, guys, global hacking, scandals, and threats. So, I mean, McAfee also was like, so anytime we heard stuff about Snowden and any of that stuff, McAfee was indeed involved in a lot of those conversations a lot. So this is the channel where we talk about programming, and he is a programmer. So just wanted to point that out there for you guys. Born to an English woman and an American soldier in the 1940s, McAfee endured a difficult childhood. So I never knew this about him because I was reading this before the stream, guys. His father was an abusive alcoholic who committed suicide when John was 15 years old. In spite of his troubled childhood, he proved to be a good student. However, he too became addicted to alcohol and drugs and was prone to wild, eccentric behavior. He was working on his PhD when he got thrown out of college for having a sexual relationship with a student he mentored. Jesus Christ. He later found a job as a programmer at NASA's Institute of Space Studies in New York City. A brilliant man, he found jobs easy. He easily found jobs at reputed organizations despite his bizarre behavior and addictions. So, what does that say? What does that say? What does that say to you guys? And then one thing I always want to say, let me get this giant ass clunky arm out of the way. One thing I do want to note is, so I've had people in my webinars, people in developer direction, which way? Am I pointing the right way? I did it the first time, guys. I pointed in the right direction the first time. I had people in developer direction like join and be like, dude, I'm not like a strange nerdy person. Like how could I be a programmer? Like literally look right here, guys. Like look right here. His bizarre behaviors and addictions. I mean, the dude, if you guys know, and the guys who do know about McAfee, I mean, he definitely was not your typical programmer, right? Like having like wild, lecherous parties, doing a lot of like lecherous things. He, let's just say he was not your typical neckbeard basement dweller programmer, right? So after a series of jobs, he put his entrepreneurship skills to good use. So, I mean, typical thing of like, that's another thing too. So a typical thing for people who happen to be a little bit more than what meets the eye in whatever it is they do, so what do we know? Can you guys think of some examples of like famous sports players who ended up like just retiring from their sport and ended up excelling even further in a different field that was completely separate from it wasn't even an athletic sport anymore at that point. I would say Michael Jordan, but everyone knows Michael Jordan. Nelly. So Nelly was a rapper, right? And Nelly ended up making more money off of investments in bottled water companies than he did as a rapper, right? And I think he still gets paid like royalties and stuff, but example right there. So people that are like overachievers, or people that are overachievers in a certain field, but they also have a second set of skills that usually typically people in that field wouldn't have. They always end up going to do something bigger and better than anything they were done before, including the field that they were currently working in. And I mean, that's what John did. He went and made his own company. So he took his entrepreneur skills to good use and founded McAfee Associates, a computer antivirus company, which he later sold. His other business ventures included Tribal Voice, and Quartum X. In September 2015, he announced that he will run for the 2016 U.S. president election as a member of the newly formed Cyber Party. Now, this is interesting. Excuse me, guys. I had to do some sparkling water ASMR. I'm not really sure what this Cyber Party... Let's actually figure this out. Let's find this out, guys. What the hell is this? What is this? Come on. What is a cyber party? All right. So cyberbullying, harassment. Okay. That is not. Yeah. This is probably. I don't want to go to Politico.com. God bless me. On Telegram? Yeah. Okay. Well, guys, I don't know what cyber party is, but I think someone did indeed send us. Kyle luckily sent me some information, so let's see what he pulled up. Let us see. Oh yeah, that's what. Yeah. All right, that is what we were looking at. All right, whatever. McAfee announces White House run as a party. So let's see. Control F, CYBER. Oh, dude. All right, you know what? Fuck you, Politico. I'm not gonna even bother putting you on air if you're gonna ask me for my information. So I guess like he successfully sought the Libertarian Party nomination instead. Oh my God. All right, guys. I've been too quiet to you guys, so let me indeed check in with the chat yet again, my friends. The documentary Gringo, The Dangerous Life of John McAfee is very fun. Where is it at, Patricio? Where can I find said documentary? If you uninstalled it, you'd never have internet again. LOL. I still hate McAfee to this day because of how many times I had to reinstall Windows. Jeez. Sheesh. Are the people whose names rhyme with Flinton responsible for his departure? That is a good question, my friend. I don't know, man. What you guys think about that? Of course not. I mean, never would, guys. What do we know? You guys know what kind of channel this is. We would never, ever say such tinfoil hat things here. Sam saying yes says yes. He had permission from insert here, not permission for insert here. McAfee with the height of champions. Yes, indeed. Null. Hello. Says, whatever happened to his 35 terabytes of evidence he was going to release if he died? Just Q nonsense. So if you guys go back, and let's actually, let me find this for you, my friend. Let me find this for you. Let me find this. On my YouTube channel, there was a video, probably also in the first, I believe, 50 episodes, where I had he should be in the, okay. You go back, Project Freedom Podcast, episode number 3, actually 3. Yeah. Yes, 3, Mr. Null. So I did this episode literally like it was a Friday, and I think McAfee had passed on Monday. Check if you want to check this out right here. Feel free to. This video right here, way back in the day when I didn't have hardly any equipment and didn't know what the fuck I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing. What am I talking about? I only have 80 views. Definitely go and watch it like 3,000 times. This one right here. I talked about it. I mean, it's one of those things that, like, you know, we don't really know. There's really no answer as to what happened. Like, what happened with that? There's no definitive yes. There's no definitive no. But I did say some stuff about the ERC20 token whacked that he had in there, and we had as much. I think I don't remember, but I think I did as much investigation that I possibly could with the information that was available at the time. So, can't tell you much more from there. All right, so his early life, UK. John McAfee was born September 18th, 1945, in the United Kingdom, to an English mother and an American father. His father was serving as a soldier in World War II. All right, just like we thought. When he met his mother later, his father worked as a road surveyor. His parents moved to Roanoke, down the Roanoke. When he was a young boy, he had a difficult childhood, and his father was an abusive alcoholic. Oh, shit. Things took a turn for the worse when his father shot himself dead when John was 15. Holy shit. That is, yeah. That sucks, dude. That fucking sucks. Now I kind of understand why the dude's an addict. Or at least kind of understand, right? Deeply affected by the problems in his family, he started drinking and taking drugs. John was also naturally brilliant. He managed to excel academically in spite of his addictions. I may also know a thing or two of how it is to excel in a collegiate institution while also being a degenerate. So mad props to you, Mr. John. You are indeed a gentleman and a scholar. John McAfee received his bachelor's degree in mathematics. Nice, dude. It's a hard degree to get. For Roanoke College, 1967. He was later accepted into the Northeast State Louisiana State College. That's right. Fuck. How could I forget about that? How could I forget How could I forget that Mr. McAfee's just a small town Southern man? Not really, but I did. This is Northeastern State, Louisiana State College. It's just called Northeastern Louisiana State. Actually, you know what? I'll show you guys. I will show you guys. Northeastern Louisiana. So So guys, if you want to see, no, not the University of Monroe. Where? Okay, I'll just describe to you guys this college. It's like literally in a town that has like a few gas stations and some strawberry farms, and that's about it. So, he was in there. In there for his PhD in mathematics. However, his degree was terminated because of his unaccepted sexual behavior. Jesus Christ. Here's a quote from Mr. McAfee. If the majority holds something of value, you can be certain it has none. Dang, Mr. McAfee. That is deep, my friend. That is deep. Let's see. Career. McAfee was a highly intelligent young man with an uncanny knack for programming. Because of his excellent skills and knowledge, he was able to get jobs for reputable organizations. We're talking about that. So let's see. We know he worked at NASA. Xerox. He got employment as operating system architect at Xerox. Jesus, dude, that's an operating system, an OS architect. Probably nowadays is probably not as crazy, but damn. Back in the 1970s, holy shit. He then joined Computer Science Corporation as a software consultant in 1978. From 80 to 82, he worked for the consulting firm Booz Allen Hamilton. I forgot about that. He did work for Booz Allen. Pretty fucking serious place to be at right there. Through this period, he remained addicted to alcohol and drugs, and that could be one of the reasons why he was unable to find sustainability in a job. Look, if you're one of the world's most brilliant programmers and you're also a fucking boss, you're probably not going to want to have permission from people to do things in your life. So I could definitely see where that would be problematic for Mr. McAfee. His drug dependency grew by the day. 1983, the problem had become too severe. He was working for Omex and was often found drinking and taking drugs in his office. I should be laughing at that. His employees were very angry at his irresponsible behavior, and they fired him. This was the wake-up call McAfee so desperately needed to sober up. He joined AA and became sober thereafter. He was then employed by the famous defense contractor Lockheed Martin. All right, so again, look at this dude's track record of these places that he's worked at. He's this dude's he's basically he's like a goddamn powerhouse, man. I would be if this dude had my information, I would be fucking terrified of this guy, to be honest with you. Bring It On, says McAfee, not equal soy deb. Yes, I agree. The Rock, WWE movies, Doc WE, greater than movies? What you mean, son? Shit, what you mean, son? Shit. IG's deactivated. Tried to find you on Telegram. No luck. At Eat to Live Program. Art. At Eat to Live Program on Telegram. Actually, at Eat to Live Program should work fine. I think Amazon Prime Video, Apple TV, and Hulu had a documentary. Okay. That's the East Side, the West Side, and Surf Side. Showtime. Yes. Cajun University. Gumbo University. Bring Kyle on stream. Kyle? Exclamation mark, says Sam. Exclamation mark. All right, so let's get back into it, fellers. Let's get back into it. All right, so he was then employed at Lockheed Martin. That's pretty fucking serious, all right? As about as serious as it can get. It was here that he learned about self-replicating code designed to copy itself onto any floppy disk inserted into affected computers. Such a code was called a virus. Yep. Who'd have thunk it? So I guess John McAfee, discovered the first computer virus. Whew. He started developing software to combat viruses as he inevitably sensed that the menace of viruses would grow mainfold in the next coming years, which of course they did. He went on to find his own computer antivirus software, McAfee Associates. In the mid-1990s, John McAfee founded Tribal Voice, a company which developed the instant messaging program PowWow. His other business ventures included Quorum X, Future Tense Central. According to a report published in August 2009, the New York Times, McAfee's personal fortune had declined to $4 million from $100 million due to financial crisis in 07-08, or the financial crisis. So, I mean, this could indeed be a reason why McAfee was such a large cryptocurrency enthusiast. After various ownership changes, McAfee was acquired by Intel. After August 2010, Intel announced in 2014 that they would market McAfee-related products as Intel Security. 2015, he would run for office. Smartphone app, Cognize, Decentral One, and was released for free. Here's another quote from McAfee: "Ignorance and confidence are constant companions." Wow. Major works, legal troubles. We know about this. If you own the facts, you may distort them as you like. Yeah, and that was one thing McAfee had always said. Whoever wins wars is able to write the history books, right? And that was one thing McAfee would always constantly say, end quote. And kind of his way of alluding that potentially not everything that we learned in Good Boy School might actually be 100%, might not be 100% historically accurate. But who knows? Guess we'll never know, guys. McAfee was twice married. His first wife was Judy, who left him. Okay, so here's the part that's this now. Now we're coming to a conclusion here. So on June 23rd, 2021, John McAfee was found dead in his Barcelona prison cell. A few hours after the Spanish National Court ordered his extradition to the United States on criminal charges filed by the U.S. Justice Department's Tax Division. IRS has entered the chat. So, and guys, actually, I think maybe I still have. Do I still have that? Probably on this computer. There's a website I actually posted in that podcast, episode number 3. It was like an archive of some things that had to do with exactly this, and whether or not it could have been a EPSTINE situation, but that's something we're not ever going to know, right, guys? I wish we did, but we're not. I mean, we're all reasonable human beings here. I'm sure we're all reasonable, rational human beings. We can all indeed make our own conclusions here. McAfee's a certified Ligma male. Yes, he's also a Sigma male. Max, he says, just goes to show employers make concessions for top performers. Yes. Yes, sir. Matt W. says, yo, what's up, Matt? Good to see you. Got it. Sent. Thank you, Art. I appreciate it. McAfee said there's no other drug like bath salts. Jesus Christ. Alec Baldwin says there's no other drugs like negligent discharges. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Sorry, guys. So, McAfee was a solid guy. I think, if you guys know, there was, and if Patricio is still watching, there was some accusations towards McAfee that he potentially murdered one of his neighbors. Now, tell you guys what I think. I don't think that it was McAfee per se, but I think that it's definitely within the realm of possibility that it was one of McAfee's associates. And I think the reason why was because I believe the neighbor shot or killed his dog, one of his dogs. I'm not sure. So, yeah. I mean, if someone shot my dog in a video game, I would probably be pretty upset as well. Can't say that I would do anything like that a bad boy would do, but sorry I had to shoot my shot, Alec. It was in his first interview with MLD. I think he said that. Can't remember. That he said what? What you talking about, Willis? The dogs were poisoned. Yeah, and they died, right? They died. Didn't they die, Patricio? Right? Or am I incorrect? Oof, poor doggo. Yeah, dude. I mean, that's fucked, bro. Right? Like, that's pretty fucked. That's pretty fucking fucked, if you ask me. Imagine if your little doggo got poisoned. He said he tried every drug. Wouldn't be surprised, dude. Like, and think about it too. Think about this too. Matt, like, he was pretty much like a retired multimillionaire with like his very large bags of Boomer coin and Ethereum. So like he could, I mean, what else is the dude gonna do? Right? What else is a mad genius gonna do other than just try every single drug in the world? Shit. Yeah, they died. Yep. Yeah, I thought so, dude. I thought so. That's fucked, bro. Sam saying yes as well. The neighbor deserved what happened. Yeah, that dude sounds like he was a shitty neighbor, to be honest with you. Neighbor got John Wicked, dude. Yeah, for real. For real. You know, as always, there was always a reason why I liked the John Wick movie so much, the movie series. And the John Wick character, too. He's a cool guy. I don't think McAfee was such a bad guy. I was debating whether or not I should like mention that in the stream because I think that like hearing about that kind of turns some people off. But I really don't think McAfee was that bad of a guy, guys. I think he was actually a fucking great guy. I think McAfee was indeed a brilliant genius. I don't think we have many people left on this planet like him, and we're probably not going to find another guy like McAfee in quite some time. Let's just be real here. People like that only come once or twice a lifetime. And honestly, I look up to McAfee, guys. I look up to McAfee. I want to basically, guys, I wake up every single day and I say to myself, what would the gospel of John McAfee teach me today? In all seriousness, though, like, what can you not like about the guy? Like, some people thought he was an asshole, but I mean, you can just tell that inside he's not so bad of a guy. He cared about humanity probably a lot more than that current guy that's inside the house that is white. And I mean, what else is not to like about a dude who's a hyper intelligent programming G, but also a pirate at the same time? I mean, I don't know what else to tell you guys. If you don't like McAfee, just get out. Just get out. Get out my stream. But before you leave, please smash a like and subscribe. And subscribe all your other accounts because we need to get to 1,000 subscribers. So, friends and family, I think that I would like to read Patricia's comment first before I do this. In the early 2000s, he fooled a lot of snob people that he was a yoga master, and he later said that he did that to have fun with 20-something-year-old women. Oh my God, he's too smart. All right, guys, I would like to go eat some sushi. I really don't have anything else to say other than what I've said. It is Friday, and you guys know I like to have my Friday streams short. But on top of that, guys, I'm thinking about changing the streaming time and or perhaps possibly having a second stream. Potentially, let's see. So let me ask you guys this. Would you guys rather have a stream for me at like midday, like 12 in the afternoon, or maybe slightly after that, like 2 in the afternoon? Or would you guys like me to do a combination of both? So some midday, some in the nighttime at the usual time. You guys let me know. I can't promise every single day because obviously I have other responsibilities. However, what I did was I basically got rid of one really large responsibility that wasn't giving me a lot back in return, which took up a large amount of time, and I threw it away so that I could have more time for the other responsibilities that actually give me a lot more in return and that I actually enjoy. So you guys let me know. Midday sermon? You like a midday sermon, Patricio? Okay. Duly noted. I would do them in the morning. I used to be a morning guy. Like, actually, before when I first moved to Miami, like I was like up at like 4 o'clock in the fucking morning. To be honest with you guys, come to Miami. That's all the way down the drain. The city doesn't sleep here, so now like I'm like a fucking night owl now. I'm the exact opposite of the way that I used to be, which is fucking crazy. And you know what else is? I noticed this. I noticed this because I was dating a girl here in Miami before I actually moved here, and like her sleep schedule was fucked. And when I would come and visit here, I would notice that everyone else's here's sleep schedule is fucked because the city just operates at like cuckoo people time. Like it's kind of like Clown World, but a nice Clown World. But then I came here, and then it happened to me. And if you guys ask Pablo, young PD Pablo, he used to also be a huge morning guy, and Pablo's sleeping schedule is even more forked than me. So go figure. Up and Adams says McAfee, a genius put on the earth at a special time for a special reason. Yeah, dude. Yes, indeed. Matt Debbie says, I wish I could have hung out with him then. Dude, yeah, I would. Dude, how much would you pay, Matt? How much? I would probably pay. All right, so let's just say I had as many Bitcoin as McAfee had. And guys, by the way, how many boomer coins were lost when McAfee died? Could have been like 1% of the whole supply right there. If I had that much money, I would. So let's say I had MicroStrategy's money. Let's say I had like 110,000 whole coins. I would definitely have paid $10 million to go and spend a day with John McAfee. 100%. I'm not even fucking kidding, because the amount of knowledge that I could learn just from talking to that guy, and I would just be like, yeah, just do as much drugs as you want, man. Just tell me everything. Would have probably been worth more than $10 million. Eat and eat. Yes. Midday sermon. I'll be asleep. Midday sermon. Morning is cool too. Triple parentheses dating. Evenings work good, but midday is good as well. He ain't dead. Yep. Who knows? Who knows? I guess we'll have to find out. MLD made him cry. I did see that interview. I watched that interview live, fellas. That was a great interview. That was a great interview. I remember being told that John McAfee was going to come on, and I was like, no fucking way, dude. Shut the fuck up. I would have given away my 93 Ford Probe to hang with him in the OOs, because that's all I had back then. Lol, Matt. All right, guys. That's all I have for you tonight. Sorry, I've been kind of like blah, blah, back and forth again. It spent me about 6 hours to get ready for that. Hold on, let me think. 8, 7, 6. About 5.5. Almost 6 hours to get ready for the stream. And again, I'm not used to OBS, but I think I got it. I think I got it pat this time. So guys, if you've enjoyed the content that you guys have been watching and you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Need to get to 1,000 subs before one Big Mac. It was $1 million. And I love you guys. That's all I had to say. And I think it's time, guys.